Hello. I want to talk to you about something today that has been really getting into my mind. It's the issue of equity, inclusion, and diversity as it relates to artificial intelligence. I've already shared some information, but what I find alarming is that when I talk to individuals who are from the brown and black community, many of them have no idea about artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, I asked them if they've heard about ChatGPT, and the response is no. Some professionals have also stated that they have never heard about it. The bottom line is that this community or these individuals will be left behind. The reality is we have to make a purposeful effort to get these individuals using these technologies. You may ask, why am I so concerned? The bottom line is I have to be concerned because what's happening is that when you look at the landscape, we find that there are discriminatory data sets being used. And many people might not understand what I'm talking about. Now, let us look at it. We have algorithms that are setting the prices of houses. We have algorithms that are calculating whether an individual gets a loan. We have algorithms also indicating what time we should be tested for certain illnesses and so forth. So what I'm saying is, the reality is that AI goes on the generalization of information and suggests an outcome or possibility. We've seen where AI has been used for, of course, the sentencing of individuals. A black person and a white person committing the same crime will not have the same outcome. For example, the black person might get a longer time because of the algorithm bias that is within it. I have made several videos regarding that, and I'm not going to go through it. Some links are provided in my description of this video. Now, it is alarming that if such a thing is coming, we must educate individuals. I must say I'm on a quest to ensure that I do my part. So what are you doing? Now, I want to go into a deeper situation, right? And I want to talk about a scenario that has possibilities. Now, just imagine you are in a situation that the computer or the AI system is going to make a decision. You're from a marginalized group. There's not enough food to feed the world. And what do you think will happen if guardrails are not put in place? The possibility is that the AI system could do a calculation and suggest who is the most productive in the society. Now, based on the sort of systematic racism that exists in the situation, how would then the AI system make the calculation? You see what I'm getting at? There are discriminatory algorithms out there that individuals need to understand. The data sets that have been used and built upon that show that there's discrimination. For example, I've always asked the system to do some things that I know it's problematic. For example, I've always asked, show me a happy family. Of course, the most dominant pictures that will appear is a white family having fun. In seldom cases, you might see the black family. Now, where did the data set all come from? I remember doing that first one when I talked about poverty. I said, show me poverty in the United States. It showed me a set of black individuals. I said, show me poverty in Africa. It showed me a set of black individuals. And I'm saying to myself, poverty exists everywhere regardless of the color of your skin. Now, the bottom line, these things are built in. And whether we like it or not, we're going to have some problems in the future. However, we have to hold ourselves responsible to educate others about AI. Now, there are many things happening because some people realize that they don't have access to certain technologies. And of course, it will get more difficult. And as it gets more difficult, we have to understand that if others don't know about AI, then it's going to be problematic. So what I'm saying, at some point in our lives, we need to be on a quest. Now, let me say that the issue of computers reaching a point or the system reaching a point of superintelligence that is predictive enough to do so many things, it means it can make decisions that are detrimental to certain groups in our society. AI in the wrong hands is a powerful tool for the destruction of humanity. But what I'm convinced is that if we're able to educate, we will, of course, allow people to understand the detriments of it. I think the issue for me is that I have seen where data sets have been used to discriminate. How do we reach a section in our society that you can now use data to align yourself with a particular group or use data to, of course, discriminate? The bottom line is there are powerful systems out there. AI is one of them. It's going to get more complicated. And my issue is we have not, as a community, thought about the consequences enough. Now, I have not given up on diversity and inclusion as it relates to the whole system. But when the system moves to a position where it is now digitized in such a way that these inequalities are established throughout and I have no control over it, then it becomes a greater issue for me. I want to say to individuals thinking about artificial intelligence, especially in the Caribbean and United States, from the Black and brown community, we have to engage. It is more serious than we think, because if we are not engaging and, of course, articulating our concerns regarding our own human dignity and safety, then we're not doing justice. We did not go through all these struggles to be destroyed by just the system of an algorithm. My final thoughts is, at this point in time, if you really need to know more about AI, I want to say do your research. Join my channel, my learning channel, of course. I will outline certain things. Take some free courses that I've also offered and engage, because what you are doing now is engaging to save your own human dignity and your life. And of course, to ensure that the generation is able to move on. Don't take it lightly. OpenAI has moved forward with technologies, and other companies have too. But if you are not on board, I want to say it's problematic. Remember, those who are building the system do not represent the majority of individuals who are Black or brown. They are predominantly from one ethnic group. And if these individuals are building these systems and you say they're building it for us, you might be mistaken, because they don't have the perspective. They are not getting the data sets necessary for our inclusion, and that's problematic. So many things that they will do is based on the data set that they have collected over time, and in many situations, we are not represented in these data sets. At this point in time, I want to say thanks for listening, and remember to subscribe to my channel and to follow me as I go deeper into some conceptual thoughts regarding AI and or need to know more about AI. Thanks again.